Hi folks, welcome back to the bench. Today we've got a lovely East Coast guitar that's been brought in by one of our customers. We're going to be doing a full setup as it's fresh out the box, and we've also been tasked with installing some new pickups. We thought we'd show you the full process. We're going to listen to the original stock pickups. You'll hear that in just a second. Do excuse the state of the studio room. We haven't cleaned it. We'll then be doing a full setup process, intonation, action, nut cutting, and then last but not least, you'll be able to hear the new pickups in action to see if you can hear the difference. Let's dive on in. Then guys, this will be the initial test. We're going to go through all the pickups now. You'll be able to hear the stock pickups through the different selected switch positions. We're going through a Boss ME70 into a Roland Cube 30 bass. I know, bass amplifier. Tried it many years ago and I have never switched back. I read that Hendrix had done it at one stage and also Clapton. If it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. So I go through a ME70 into a bass amplifier. Let us know in the comments, what do you use? And have you ever tried anything like a different amplifier other than the one that should be for your instrument? This will be our neck pickup. These will be very cheesy blues licks, do forgive me. Come down one click, middle position, and come down to middle and bridge. That's beautiful. And then our bridge position. A few chords. Let's get to work. So we're going to get the strings took off now, and then we're going to get underneath the pickguard. We'll have a look at all the wiring loom. We'll show you inside in just a minute, don't worry. We'll then take our new pickups, the Wilkinsons. We'll look through the wiring diagram, just ascertain if there's anything we might need to chop and change. And the last thing I forgot to mention is a jack socket. We're going to be replacing the plate for a black one. We're going for a bit of a Dave Gilmour look, and that's what the customer wanted. So we're going to get straight on inside now, and let's have a little look. And we just wanted to give you a bit of a rundown of the guitar first of all. So considering these are our budget instruments, the finish on these is not bad at all. Typically we've got our sort of higher action and there are some setup issues, which is to be expected with any guitar really, but overall as a guitar I think it sounds and looks quite nice. The customer has installed some locking tuners. That was done previously before coming to see us, but we just wanted to show you how it looks before we get to work. And our first top tip will be screws. They get absolutely everywhere. Do have a pot or a dish to put them in. I have a magnetic one here, so they can't go anywhere unless I lose my dish. Yes, make sure you know where your dish is as well. I'm going to get these all off, but that's the biggest tip I'll give you. Magnetic dish or a bowl, somewhere to keep them, and then you won't spend 3 hours trying to find them afterwards. And we're just going to try and be careful with lifting this plate off. It's very important not to just yank it up. So as we lift at the bottom here, we can just persuade him out very slowly, and then he will lift out gently rather than yanking it up and breaking any potential plastic. Another top tip would be to take a photograph of everything that you can see there already. When we are working, it's very easy to accidentally damage one of the terminals or knock a wire. If you do that, you've then got a reference point to check with your original wiring. So another top tip there to save on a headache later. Of the box, you'll typically find your pickups in 2 or 3 different parcels. We've got our neck, our middle and our bridge. We'll also have our wiring diagram, and this is what will be needed for when we're doing our wiring sections. We'll have a little bit of a zoom up here, so we'll be able to see the different pickups and where those wires will be going. Obviously we'll be referencing the photograph you saw earlier. So we can now get straight to work. So we've got our neck pickup first, which will be in our neck position. Our other 2 we're going to open in just a second, and we are essentially going to be replacing one pickup at a time, following on from our switch diagram that you saw a little while ago. We're going to start with our neck. We're going to get all bolted in, and then we'll show you some of the soldering process. Also handy to have a mat for any sort of solder work. This can go on the surface or on top of the guitar, and it will ensure that we don't cause any burns or damage. So there's a top tip there for you folks. There we have all the pickups now situated. These are our old pickups still wired in. We're going to replace our hot wiring and our grounds now with the relevant pots, so to our switch, and obviously this is where all of our grounds will go. So we're going to get that wired in now and enjoy the next few seconds. Right guys, top tech tip again. Rather than get strung up and then find out we have an issue, I've been there and done that a million times, and then have to undo everything. We're going to take something metallic. You can either use an Allen key or a screwdriver, and if we just tap the magnets, we can ensure it's working before we put it back together. So our neck pickup is fine. Our neck and middle, just our middle and bridge, and then lastly our bridge. We know is fine. If I turn the volume down, we should have nothing, and then the volume back up. We now know we're good to go. We can get strung up, fully set up, and then we can finally hear it in action. Right folks, time to test the pickups. We've got our neck pickup, same cheesy blues licks. Come down a click to our neck and middle. Middle position. Middle and bridge. And then bridge on its own. We'll do some chords as before. Let us know what you think. And there we have it folks, one guitar all set up, done, new pickups the lot. What did you think? Could you hear a difference on any of the pickups? Have you done anything like this to your guitar before? If so, do drop us a comment below. As always, thank you very much for joining us. What would you like to see next time? Or is there anything you'd like to see us do again? Do let us know. And thank you always for the support. I'm Jamie, your local tech. And as I always say, another day, another guitar. See you soon.